Welcome to PPI Recording Studio nestled in the cradle of New York City. Welcome to the fourth weekly episode for the month of July 2026 for Dedication Around the Nation weekly courtesy video marketing series and interview series because we are getting it out to the nation and beyond. First photo is Christmas in July, right down here. I am right in the process of taking bookings for my 5th annual Singing Santa series for personal Santa visits, holiday season 2026. You could see my email address and my phone number on there. You can contact them either way to make a booking. I've already got a couple bookings already down for December 2026. So if you're interested, don't delay, book today and give me a ring and we'll figure out how we can put you into the schedule for Singing Santa. Next photo you see is for last week's episode, which was here. You always here, man. July 24, 2026. If you've not seen it, live link in the text description area makes it very easy to click on to watch. In that particular episode, I did a dedication to Roy and Penny and sang John Denver's Perhaps Love is Like a Resting Place. Very beautiful song. Live link in the text description area. So follow up to the July 2024-2026 episode was this next one that you see on your screen. And this is a first-time nonprofit for us promoting here on Dedication Around the Nation, Ocean Conservation Namibia. And this is from the continent of Africa and the Atlantic side, the Atlantic coast, right? And this is a part and parcel of the larger corporation nonprofit, which is Ocean Conservation now, which is based right here in the States, by the way. Now, the particular African segment of Ocean Conservation is about rescuing Cape fur seals. There's about 1 million of them in that country that run around on their beaches, so to speak, and take resident on their beaches and then go into the ocean. But what this particular organization does is they have a multitude of videos rescuing all these fur seals. And a lot of them have either plastic trash, like monofilament fishing line, or old trawler lines from fishing trawlers, gill nets, all that kind of thing. They're wrapped around their throats and choking. I mean, it's crazy. Clothes that get wrapped around the seal's body and really creates all kinds of medical problems. So this is what they do. They do it day in and day out. There's over 1 million seals in that country, so they have a huge population to draw upon. Live links in the text description area to their website, also their Facebook page, Ocean Conservation, also their YouTube channel. Now the follow-up today is a brand new video that just went up on their channel the other day. So I'm going to have that link on the text description area. But they're so busy with this, and they have such a staff now that they're putting videos up every day of new rescues. I encourage them to go on, and please donate if you will. So along that thought process, I'm going to talk about real quick, and you're going to see that on your screen. 2 Fridays ago, I was walking in Waterbury, Connecticut, walking home, about a 3-mile walk, one of those really nasty summer days that we have, really, really hot and sticky, right? And as I was walking, I picked up a couple of plastic pieces that I found on the side of the road, cups, that kind of thing. But how it all fed off itself, meaning organically, was as I'm walking along, I mean, I only got 2 hands, there's only so much I can carry. And as I walked along, I found this, as you're looking at it on your screen, this Whole Foods paper bag, which was in perfect shape. And I said, hey, this is great. Not only can I recycle it, but I can put more recycling as I'm walking home in it, which was even terrific. Walked a little farther along. Then I ran into this Key Foods plastic recycle bag, which was in the same, it was in perfect shape. It was clean. And I said, same thing, put it in the bag. So by the time I got home, I had 15 pieces of plastic that are all recyclable. And some had to be washed out because they were disgusting from being on the side of the road. But this is the point, people. It doesn't cost anything. You just expend a little energy, and it helps the environment. It helps certainly my friend the seals over in Africa, right? Because don't think, and we talked about this periodically, that stuff that gets in the ocean and estuaries like Long Island Sound doesn't find its way into different places even 1,000 miles away. Now, to continue that thought process, next photo you're going to see, and that is the batteries right here. And the smaller batteries that you see are ones that I picked up walking on the street. And I brought them home, put them in a container, and then I take them to recycling. Well, the bigger batteries that you see, the C's and D's here, are actually from my friend Paul Mordoff. And Paul uses a lot of batteries in his business, and he saves them for me. So by the time I got Paul's little cache of batteries, these are 37 batteries. And I took them to the recycling, and so I know that they'll definitely get recycled. And I had it in a container. It was in my backpack. I carried them. It was like 5-6 pounds of batteries. So just imagine all of those sitting in a landfill, people. And eventually through time, exposure, and just age, they'll start leaching their contents into the ground and then into the water, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So they're designed to be recycled. I highly encourage you, please, to do so. Seek out local areas that where you live, that usually most towns and city municipal areas will now, at their recycle centers, will take batteries. But please ask. It's definitely worth it. And thank you, Paul. Good job, man. So next photo you're going to see is two quick events I'm going to talk about. Number one is August 1, this Saturday, 2026. You're going to see that on your screen. This is the USS Slater. Now, over 6 years of having this series, we talked about nonprofits. Certainly the USS The Sullivans, which is up at the Buffalo Naval Park, and especially 4 years ago, I was promoting it heavily when the boat was actually sinking at the dock. And they were trying to raise money to fix the ship, which they did, and it's still there to this day. You can go on. It's an old World War II destroyer, and live links in the text description area, but also the USS Bowfin, which we just talked about on Memorial Day, and I've been on both ships for the tours, right? Meaning the Sullivans and also the Bowfin. Now the Bowfin is part of the Pacific Fleet Naval Park, and that's in or on the island of Oahu in Hawaii, which is very close to the USS Arizona Memorial, right? And I encourage you to go on. If you've never been on a World War II submarine, man, you got to check it out. It's how they did that for so many weeks on end in that confined space. Crazy. But the point is through online, I discovered the USS Slater. I didn't know about it. It's a destroyer, destroyer escort. You're going to see that on the screen. I took this from their website, and it's close. It's right in Albany, New York here, which is the capital of New York State. And I encourage you to go. This is an event they have coming up this Saturday, August 1, 2026, and it's all about celebrating the United States Coast Guard's anniversary. I believe it's 236 years. But live links in the text description area to the USS Slater website, also their Facebook page. And then the next photo you're going to see is a short list of events they have coming up for the next 6 or so weeks. So please go up, check out the USS Slater, World War II destroyer escort, and the proud men that served on it, and learn more of its history. Very local, right here in Albany, New York. Go up and check it out. Live links in the text description area, right? And last one, August 2, 2026, this Sunday, and this is for Stratford, Connecticut Animal Control. They have an event coming up, emergency cat adoption event, because most shelters these days are up to their walls and windows with pets. And a lot of them are strays, a lot of them dumped, and which is just a whole nother story for another day. But this Sunday, Stratford, Animal Control, and 12 to 4, I believe it is, noon to 4 in the afternoon. Live links in the text description area makes it very easy to get information about that event. And thank you, Stratford Animal Control, for all you are doing for our furried and feathered friends. I'm sure it's not just cats and dogs. Project 142 Concert Series is the sponsor of the Dedication Around the Nation Weekly Courtesy Video Marketing and Interview Series. You see the logo on your screen. Now, this particular video series came about April 2020 in my brain, and then through Chip and I, we launched it right here at PPI Recording Studio April 28, 2020, and now we're in our 7th season, and it all spawned from Project 142 Concert Series that was created and founded by retired minister here in New York City, Dick Leonard, in 2010 as a house concert, very intimate series. Dick got to know me. I performed in his house. Through that, he hired me in 2013 as artistic director. He said, can you take the challenge, take it on to the next step, meaning the concert series, out of his house. I made it a mobile concert series, created the logo, created the social media platform, created the website. It had none of that, and that all gets used now, 13 years later, every day by myself in help of outside organizations through this particular video series. So we've really taken it and gone way beyond the confines, of just a mobile concert series here in New York City. And now helped organizations like Ocean Conservation, certainly Paul Ponder's podcast series, certainly Pearl Street Station Restaurant, 53 Summer Street, up in Malden, Massachusetts, just north of Boston, celebrating their 40th year anniversary, man. And even under new ownership, they just keep on trucking. All live links in the text description area, and certainly helping now Ocean Conservation, right, for their helping them get the word out. I know they're really established, but man, everybody could use a helping hand these days. So before we get off that, I just want to say that this is part of that whole recycling deal. I found this walking here today. I found this on the street. Now people, this is recyclable. You see that? It doesn't belong floating around on the street. It belongs in single plastic bags. You put it in like a shopping bag, take it to that recycling center I was talking about, and they will most likely take recyclable bags, single use, to recycle them. That's where they belong. Please do not throw them in single stream recycling with your glass and cardboard and all that kind of thing. That's not where they belong. This belongs there, people. That's where they belong. All right. So we're going to do a song today. I always sing a song. I've been doing it ever since we started this series, April 28, 2020. Now, today it's for summer fun. It's a song that's on my first CD. You're going to see that on your screen. Got a Date with Fate. It's called Orange Colored Sky. Very fun, very up. But it all is tethered to 3 photos that you're going to see while I'm singing. The first one is this one right here. This is my buddy and my old neighbor, Harley the Hedgehog. It was so cute when I walked by their house and I found Harley in his yard. And he has his little black nose that twitches like Samantha on Bewitched. It like twitches back and forth, really cute. So this is Harley Hedgehog. The second one you're going to see on your screen while I'm singing is a Polyphemus moth. And I found that 2 years ago, July 2024, at Waterbury, Connecticut train station as I was walking to the train station. And it was on the sidewalk. It was by itself. I picked it up, moved it around the side of the building so it wouldn't get harassed by animals or people. And beautiful, beautiful. But cool part about them is they don't have a mouth, they can't eat, they have a very short lifespan, usually 7 to 14 days, and the whole idea is to make more moths. But absolutely beautiful, 6-inch wingspan, absolutely gorgeous. And the last one is this beautiful lily that I saw in Waterbury, Connecticut, walking there about 2 years ago, early summer, and man, it was just absolutely gorgeous. I was walking along, minding my business, when out of that orange-colored sky, flash, bam, alakazam, wonderful you walked by. I was humming a tune, drinking in sunshine, when out of that orange-colored view, flash, bam, alakazam, I gotta look at you. One look and I yelled, timber, watch out for flying glass. Cause the ceiling fell in and the bottom fell out. I went into a spin and I started to shout, this is it! I've been hit! I've been hit! I was walking along, minding my business, when love hit me in the eye. Flash, bam, alakazam, out of an orange-colored purple stripe, a pretty green polka dot sky. Flash, bam, alakazam, and goodbye. Thank you, champion! Check all the live links in the text description there. They are there for you. Nonprofits, Pearl Street Station Restaurant, Paul Ponder's podcast series, Ocean Conservation, based right here in the United States. We will see you next episode. And as always, thank you, Mr. Chip Fabrizi, home with PPI Recording Studio. 48 years, now New York City's oldest operating studio recording. We'll see you next episode.